So you've been texting one of your leads and you're really close to booking an appointment, they're engaging, and then suddenly they quit responding. It can be super frustrating because you thought you were going to book an appointment, but also because now you have to manually follow up with that lead to get them on your calendar. And so in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create a custom re-engagement campaign so that if they quit responding, rather than creating a task reminder or a note for yourself to keep following up with them, you can quickly, with the click of a button, put them back into a campaign so that you can keep dripping on them while you continue to work your other leads. So just a little bit of an overview here. Really, this is a very simple process. You're going to be able to do this in probably less than 10-15 minutes. But the first step is that you're going to create a custom field in your account. And I'm going to show you how to do all of this start to end. You're going to create a custom checkbox field. You're going to put it in your contact folder, wherever you want it to go. And then we're going to create a new workflow with a trigger that will trigger that campaign once you click on your checkbox from your field. And then from there, you can just customize a few text messages and then you're done. So I'm going to go over to NextLevel and we're going to start by creating the custom field. So I'm going to go to Settings, Custom Fields, and then from here, go up to Folders and just choose the folder that you want to put your field in. I recommend probably the Contact folder. So click on Contact. Now some of you watching this may already have a re-engagement button in your account that may be tied to an automation. So you may want to go check your automations and see if it's in there, and then you could just modify that if you want. If you don't have any sort of button or field that causes re-engagement like this account here, then we're going to go up to the top right, hit Add Field, and here you're going to want to check the checkbox field. There's other ways of doing this, but I think this is the most simple. Checkbox, hit Next, and now you'll name the field. So I would recommend maybe naming this based on the type of campaign that you're running. So many of NextLevel users are running indemnity health insurance campaigns. So you would put maybe indemnity re-engagement or something. Just my point is really just name it in a way that makes sense for your lead type. You don't have to put indemnity. You could just put re-engagement campaign if you're only ever going to work that. If you're working two different campaigns, maybe you're working indemnity health leads and IUL leads, maybe, and this was going to be for IUL, name it IUL and so forth. So we're going to call it indemnity re-engagement, just like that. And then right here under option name, I recommend just putting start or something like that. And then hitting save. Now you're going to see that field added to your list here. And if you don't see it, like I don't see it here, it's just because it's on the next page. So just go down here to page size and open it up and you'll see it right here. Oh, and this one did have it. So that's my mistake. So if you already have this in here, then simple enough, just go ahead and use the re-engagement campaign one, however you did there. Next, we're going to go over here to automation. So click on automation. And I guess I should note that I'm going to restart the video here. So wherever your field is, you can drag and put it wherever you like. So if you want it above your NextLevel AI field, for example, or wherever, you can drag that field by clicking this and putting it wherever you like, so it's easy to see when you're looking at new leads. Next, we're going to go over to automation. So go back out of the settings to the main menu system here and click on automation. And now you're going to create a new workflow. We're going to start from scratch, and I'm going to name this re-engagement campaign. Again, some of you may already have something like this in your account. If not, just do this exact thing, name it however you like. I'm going to name it re-engagement campaign. And then your new trigger. So whenever you're looking at campaigns, every single workflow, every single campaign or automation has a trigger. And there's really two ways that you can throw contacts into an automation. One, you can create a trigger, or two, you can manually from the contact section throw people into an automation, and that would bypass any triggers. It would just throw them in as if it was a trigger itself. In this case, we want to make sure that if we were to click the re-engagement button that we just built, that it would trigger this campaign. So we're going to go to add new trigger and contact changed right here. Just search contact changed in the top search box And then from here, we don't want any contact to change to cause the trigger, because that would cause chaos in your account. You want to add filters. And the one filter that you need is you want to grab in the search box, find the field that you just created. In this case, this was called Start Re-Engagement Campaign. So I'm clicking on Start Re-Engagement Campaign, added, and then that checkbox that you created, Start. Now what this is telling your automation is that if you click the Start button and save it in the contact section, it will trigger this workflow. Super easy, right? I'm gonna hit Save Trigger. I like to save frequently when I'm working on automations as well. So I'm gonna save that. So now you have a trigger that if you click that button, it will throw your contact in this automation. Now from here, it's really about what do you want your re-engagement campaign to do? Do you want it to immediately send out a new text message to someone? Do you want it to send someone a text message, the first one tomorrow, or in 2 hours from now? Whatever you decide, you can decide to put a wait step. So I'm gonna click the little plus icon here. Under actions, I'm gonna type wait. And from here, you can designate how long you want it to wait by minutes, hours, and days. Maybe you want the first text to go out 2 hours from now. And so you go 2 hours. I'm gonna put up here under action name, which you can modify the way the actions, the name of the action. I call wait 2 hours. Come down here and hit save. Now this advanced window, this is really if you just wanted to specify when the text could go out. I wouldn't worry about that. What I would look at is on this automation, go to settings, and you wanna make sure that under communication and time zone, that it goes on contact time zone, and that messages can only go out on the times and days that you specify. So I used to like to send messages Monday through Saturday, and then maybe as early as 8 and as late as say 7 p.m., 7:30, something like that. So you guys could customize this however you want. And now no text messages, regardless of what your wait periods say, would go out. So if it's, 7 p.m. and you have a 2-hour wait, it's not going to text them at 9 p.m. It's going to wait till 8 a.m. the next morning to send it out. So you can customize that there. Allow re-entry up here is on by default. I would recommend that you have that on, allow re-entry. And then this part's very important, so don't quit paying attention here. You want to make sure that you have it set to stop on response. In other words, if the lead responds back to you through your drip campaign here on this re-engagement campaign, it will stop sending them new messages. You don't want them to engage with you and then they get another automated message 1 hour later. It's going to cause confusion. So make sure that allow re-entries on, stop on responses on, and that your responses only go out during a time window that you set, and that it's based on the contact's time zone. And that's it. I'm going to hit save there. So that's kind of the settings there. And now from here, you can designate what do you want your text messages to stay. And so what we're going to do is right below the wait here, we're going to add a plus, type in the chat or in the search box here, SMS. This is telling it to send the lead a new text. Since you don't have a template, you can disregard that. And now from here, you can send a new text. Now, I recommend always using custom values. So you could go custom value, contact, maybe first name. Sean here. It looks like we never got an appointment booked. Do you have time for a quick chat? Or whatever. I'm not going to dive into different sales strategies here, but you get the point. Is this still important to you? Whatever you want to do, whatever questions you want to ask, just go in here, type it in. The custom values are helpful if you want to do that, and hit save action. And then save right here in the top right again, just to be safe. Now you've got a text message. I'm going to call this SMS1. And from here, really, you just keep going. So, plus action, wait, up here in the top right. Add a new wait action. Maybe you want it to wait 12 hours. So I'm going to click on hours, 12. And then you can just add a new SMS. So SMS, send SMS. Hey, contact first name. Still haven't heard back and need to make sure I'm getting this information to you. what's your availability, or do you have time tomorrow morning or afternoon for a quick chat? Call should only be about 10 minutes. Whatever you want to say here, you get the point. Put your name there. You can put websites, all kinds of things. I mean, let your creativity kind of take control here. Maybe you can give them a link to your website. Check my credentials here. Whatever kind of sales strategy that you guys have found success with. I can't really tell you what's successful for your particular business. There's general principles, but you get the point here. I'm just showing you how to build the automation. Wait, text, wait, and so on. So I don't know how many of these you would want to do. Maybe you want to follow up for just 4 or 5 more days. We're going to say wait 2 days here, wait 2 days, and then just write a new text down here, plus symbol in the search box, SMS3, and hey, contact name, whatever you want to do here. Last check-in here. Please find a time on my calendar that works best for you. That's probably the easiest way for both of us. And then put your calendar link, which you can find under sites and websites. So calendar link and your name, and go from there. Now, one trick, if you just want to keep bugging them, I know different agents have different strategies. Some people want to bug less, some more. If you don't want to keep making texts, you could do a generic enough text that you could keep sending to them. Maybe do one more that's like 3-day wait and then a text. Just one little tip here, you could click the action button and type the go, and it's the go to action. And if you hit save action, it'll allow you to come up here and hit the top of your workflow. So I'm going to click up here, and now it's going to loop. So once this is done, it's going to wait 2 hours and so on. So you might actually want to put like a wait right here, maybe like a 3-day wait or something. So just kind of giving you guys a few extra tips here on how you can kind of build these automations and then have them go out. One final tip that I actually think is a little bit better is, so if this text right here, SMS2 goes out at say 9 a.m. and you wait 2 days, well, SMS3 is going to go out at 9 a.m. and then you wait 3 days, and SMS1, if you're looping back, if you did that strategy, would go out at 9 a.m. One cool thing you can do is, instead of waiting 2 days, you could wait 2 days, hit the advanced window, and then right here where it says window, click exact and just say, hey, I want this to go out at 3 p.m. or 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., whatever you want. I want it to go out at noon. And then you could ensure that you're sending messages at different times. So you could change this, say, wait 2 days, 12:30 p.m. Or that way it would kind of show you at just a quick glance, oh, this one goes out at 12:30, wait 3 days, click advanced window, exact, resume at maybe 6 p.m. I've done this on newer campaigns, and I think it makes a lot of sense because you're hitting them at different times of day. So consider doing that as well as you build out your campaign. Final step is we're going to hit publish and save. Now this is live. Now if you go into a contact and you throw somebody in there, it's going to send out the automation. Final step here is to test the automation. So we're going to go over to contacts. I recommend just putting your own personal phone number in here. So this is my NextLevel phone number in here. I'm going to click into the contact. I can see the re-engagement campaign right here, and I'm going to hit start and save. And what that'll do is it will throw that this contact, which would in this case would be yourself, a test, into the automation. Now keep in mind that this particular test, it's going to take 2 hours for the text to come through. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. I can see that the automation was triggered. I have an active campaign going, the re-engagement campaign. I click this funnel and it actually will bring me to the campaign and show me that it's waiting currently. And if you don't want to wait to test it, then just come into the builder tab on that campaign. Click right here at the little person icon. It'll show that I have a test going on here. Whoops, didn't mean to click into the contact. And then you can actually move it along manually. So I'm going to click this little person icon, force all contacts from this stack to next. I'm going to hit move. and then that text will go out. Now this is a test account, so I don't have A2P registration, but there we go. First text goes out. So anytime you're creating a new campaign, I recommend just testing it and making sure that it's firing correctly. So that's how you create a custom re-engagement campaign. Pretty simple, right? This will really save you a lot of time as you try to re-engage your contacts and not have to manually follow up after they've quit responding back or quit engaging in your attempts to book an appointment. That's it for this video. Consider subscribing to this channel if you want to stay up to date on any new future videos so that you can get the most out of your account.